Here we are. Step 6, day 6, overcoming obstacles and objections. Now, you spent the better part of 2 days practicing with your dog fights and using the pivot points cards, discussing sales objections and sales obstacles out there. Today, we're going to get very specific in overcoming the obstacles and objections that you may face when it comes to financing. And in our training university we have over on school, we have 3 huge sections that break this down with scripts and how to actually break down obstacles and objections when it comes to the financing solution. And I know that Chuck has got a ton of stuff on this in the sales side, but we really go hard in the paint. We're very bullish on handling just the specifics to the financing obstacles and objections that happen. So as you train and role play, we're going to break down the specifics on the financing side. So the objective of this quick, less than 10-minute presentation today is to help teach contractors how to confidently address and overcome homeowners' obstacles and objections that may occur during the financing process through the sales process. So one of the keys on the financing side is to normalize early so they don't arise later, or even worse. Oh my goodness. The hidden obstacles and the hidden objections that they don't talk about after they signed or after they got approved, and you leave the house and then 3 days later they cancel. So one of the goals of being a sales pro is making sure that we're not just handling the upfront ones, it's the hidden ones that remain after you leave the house and they have complete buyer's remorse on what they've done. It's happened to me. We had to put a flooring project in a home in Florida a couple years ago, and after we signed the paperwork with the flooring place, I kept shopping. I kept looking. That shouldn't happen. When you make the sale is made. We have hopefully done a great enough job in our presentation handling everything that they're done shopping. They're done getting quotes and having people come over to the house for hours to sit there and present to them. So understanding the difference between real concerns and reflects on the objections and the obstacles is really key. We have to define, sometimes we have to really dig deep to know if it's an obstacle that we just need to overcome or if it's an objection that we have to completely crush. So here's what you may hear, and we're just going to pick out alone. I've got 45 obstacles and objections broken down with scripts inside of our school, inside of our university, that we really go a lot deeper. But just here's 4 for us just to quickly discuss today on this particular training. And I touched on this on stage. This is one of the 7 steps, but we spend a lot of time, just like Chuck does, is role-playing this all out. So, number 1, geez, Chris, man, I don't know, man. I just don't know if I want another loan. We have to define that. We have to ask curious, empathetic questions on what they mean by another loan. Maybe we find out by asking these questions, as we dig deeper, that they're in severe credit card debt. So maybe doing another unsecured loan for them isn't a solution at all. Maybe the better solution is to use our Improvifi high loan, using the equity in their house, getting them out of credit card debt, wrapping it all up into one beautiful low monthly payment option with no prepay. Yeah, you can wrap in a $25,000 home improvement project plus pay off the $50,000 in credit card and have one lump sum low monthly payment option, Mr. Smith. So then you can become a real problem solver. We have to dig deep. Don't go surface level when they have an objection or an obstacle. Go deep. Ask them the questions. Learn what I don't want a loan means. Nobody wants another loan, but we have to define it. Nobody really wants to write a big paycheck. 25, 30, 40, 50,000 for the home. Nobody really wants to write that. So we have to question it. We need to think about it. Oh my Lord, I'm not even going to go there. Use Chuck's pivot points on this. Dig deep, but it's the same thing on the financing side. What do we need to think about on the financing? I haven't done a good enough job explaining the financing solutions. Let's break down what this means, what an 18-month with payment deferred hybrid same as cash loan is, what a fixed unsecured 2 to 20 year product means with no prepayment penalty, how you can pay this thing off early, explain the 90-day built-in deferred. We have to think What do you think about? What are you thinking about? What is it that I didn't educate you properly enough if there's still something here left at the end of the presentation for you to think about? We have to go deep and we have to define what it is. What is it that you need to think about? I'm here. Let's dig in. Let's call the deal desk. Because if I don't have the answer, Scoville's team will. I don't want another monthly payment. Mr. Smith, neither do I. But if you don't have the $25,000 and we can make it affordable for you, boom. Nobody wants another payment. I don't want another automobile payment. I don't want a mortgage. I don't want a Hulu payment. I don't want these things. However, I want and need and have to have the thing that you sell. That means I have to buy it. So where can we meet you where you need to be met? Maybe it's not a monthly payment. Maybe it's same as cash. I'm not sure I'll qualify. Mr. Smith, I'm not sure either. Here's the beauty though. We have a consumer credit center. It's a soft credit check, and we'll find in a minute if you will qualify and what the terms and the payments look like for you to make a better buying decision today. Oh my gosh, this training could go on for an hour. I only have 4 more minutes left. Let's keep going. Strategies to overcome objections. How to respond with confidence. I don't want a loan. Many of our homeowners feel the same way. Feel, felt, found. Feel the same way at first, but after having the options to pay over a period of time without drawing on their savings, they really like our payment solutions. We need to think about it. I understand, what is the biggest factor on your mind? What is it that you're thinking about? Let's dig into it. I don't want another monthly payment. Would it be easier to pay us $125 a month? 12 months same as cash? Or would you like to pay the $15,000 all up front? Up front. Nobody wants a monthly payment. Fantastic. I'll take your cash. I'm not sure I'll qualify. That's why we do a soft credit check. There's no impact on your credit score. We'll see what promotions, what options are available for you, and let you decide how you'd like to buy, Mr. or Mrs. Smith. This is real simple. You can practice and practice and practice. So much fun. We're overcoming the price resistance, reframing the price objections, break large numbers down into manageable payments. Large number, $20,000. Affordable payment solution, $180 per month. More affordable payment in neater system is maybe 18 months, same as cash. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Show how financing makes the project affordable, not expensive. We just did that. $20,000, $180 a month, 18-month, 12-month, same as cash, deferred payment 90 days. Which option works best for you? Use comparisons. For the price of a daily coffee, you can get this project done today. That's part of our best, better, good, or good, better, best selling opportunities. When we're showing the payment difference between 20, 25, and 30. And the wife says, whoa, I don't know if you know this, husband, but I'm spending $9 a day on coffee Monday through Friday. He's going to look at her and go, what? So $29 for the more expensive and the better solution that they want on the upsell, cross-sell is just normalized because she's just told her husband she's spending $300 a month on coffee. It can be done. Imagine you go to an office and every day you just head on down to Starbucks and spend $7.99. Multiply that by how many working days are in a month. Much easier for you to make the sale when you break it down to simplistic numbers on things that they're buying already on a daily basis. So, key tactic here is normalizing the financing early to preempt objections and obstacles. Show multiple options that increase their confidence level. Boom, boom. Option 1, option 2, and or we can do a secured loan on your home. There's 3 options. Speak with certainty and clarity, and your confidence will sell. Your sales reps have to do this. If they're not certain, if they're not clear, and they're not confident, they will not sell. And that is why we role play. You practice. Just like the professional football players and hockey players and basketball players. They don't just show up at the Super Bowl a champion. They practice. And they do it over and over. And bodybuilders do many, many reps to tear down their muscles, to build muscles up. You do the same thing in sales. Your homeowners are not sitting at home right now practicing obstacles and objections. They are sitting at home going, man, I sure hope our air conditioner doesn't break again because it's super expensive to keep having it to get repaired. That's what they're thinking about. They're not thinking, okay, when he says this, let's have the obstacle and the objection come up to do this. They're not thinking that way. But you're a sales pro, so you have to be prepared when they say it back to you oh so naturally. So, pair up, run the scripts, use the provided response strategies that we talked about in this deck. The key takeaway, objections aren't rejections. They're just questions that need answers, or the right answers, or we have to define it, or we have to at least talk about it. We can't walk away wondering if there was a hidden objection that we didn't cover, because you'll be staring down the barrel of another cancellation if that happens. So get back to your pivot point cards. Build in the obstacles and objections training with financing into your sales meetings every single week. If you need more help, we're here for you. Reach out. We'll see you in the next training.